General Electric 101 jet engines, 30,000 pounds of thrust each. Ladies and gentlemen, from Dyess Air Force Base, here comes the B-1B Lancer bomber. General Electric engines, carrying the largest payload of both guided and gun-guided weapons in the Air Force inventory. The multi-mission B-1 is the backbone of America's long-range bomber force. You can clearly see now how those wings are in the forward position and almost perpendicular to the body or the fuselage of the aircraft. It's called a blended body, wing body type of fuselage. Now you'll see some vapes coming off the wingtips already of the B-1B. Why do we call it the bone? Well, it's the B-1, the B-O-N-E. So it becomes the bone, the nickname. When he sweeps those wings back, fuel is automatically transferred inside the airplane to maintain a proper center of gravity. It takes just a couple of minutes to sweep those back and for those fuel transfers to take place to make sure that the center of gravity is correct for the airplane. Hopefully we're going to get a high-speed pass here with the wings folded into the aft position. And like I told you, the wingspan is 137 feet in this configuration right now, but as he starts folding those back, it reduces down to 79 feet. And if you watch him out there, I'm sure if he doesn't go behind any clouds or anything, there's the wings are starting to sweep right now. There's a large handle on both sides of the cockpits, on the left side and the right side, that is used to sweep those wings. Definitely got to get a high-speed pass here in the wings aft position, and then we'll see if we can get clearance for him to do what we call a pop-up. Come across, light those afterburners, pull back on the stick and climb unrestricted up to about 12,000 feet. We'll see what we can get for him here. Takes just a few minutes to get the fuel transferred and the wings swept back on the B-1B Lancer. Being flown today by Major Tom Possum Bowman from Pensacola, Florida. His co-pilot is Major Ivan Oddjob Vian from Salem, Oregon. The offensive weapons operator, Captain Bernard Spon-Lizio from Watley, Maine, and the defensive systems operator, Major Brandon Carney Wigand from Vermont, Sandy, Vermont. Major Tom Possum Bowman at the controls of the B-1B from the 28th Bomb Squadron at Dyess Air Force Base. And I think this is going to be a low speed configured pass, showing you those wings in the extended or full forward position. Yes, so we got here. Give you a good opportunity when he comes by the next time to see the difference between this configuration and the wing fold configuration. Power coming up. And he's reporting 3,000 foot ceiling right now. Now he'll start the process of folding those wings, transferring that fuel. At one point they were going to draw down an awful lot of B-1s, but after Iraqi freedom it was decided that 67 of these aircraft should be kept in the fleet. And they operate from Dyess Air Force Base, where they've got 38 aircraft, and that's where this aircraft is from, as well as from Ellsworth Air Force Base in South Dakota. They've got 29 of the B-1s up there.
Huh? That's that girl, Vicky, whatever.
Incidentally, in March of 2008, the B-1 became the first aircraft to fly supersonic using a synthetic fuel. Fuel was a 50-50 blend of conventional, what we call JP8 fuel, and a synthetic fuel derived from natural gas. They did operate it supersonically. 4 crew members, pilot, co-pilot, the defensive systems operator, and the offensive systems operator. Major Tom Possum Bowman in the left seat of the Bone today. During the first 6 months of Operation Enduring Freedom, 8 B-1s dropped nearly 40% of the total tonnage delivered by the coalition forces.
Practicing again, rolling around.
All right, let's see what we got. We got the speed building up out here on the B-1B. I think we're going to get a high-speed wings folded pass. Yeah, the wings are back in that aft position now. He's going to come in from over your left shoulder, put that right wing down towards the ground, give you a great top platform view of the B-1B Lancer, and he's going to be going fast. And let's look and see if we get some good vapes off the airplane as he makes his way across McChord Field here at Joint Base Lewis-McChord in Air Expo 2012. Pedal to the metal all the way now. Ladies and gentlemen, the B-1B Lancer, the Bone. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the sound of freedom. Boy, we got some great vapes off of that pass. Let's see what we get now. He's looking at the ceiling and looking at the visibility. Great pass by the B-1B Lancer.
Were you here when you took off? I know, I was like, no.
B-1B no longer armed with any nuclear weapons, but it's capable of carrying the AGM-86 air-launched cruise missile and the AGM-69 short-range attack missile. All right, coming back now. We're going to get a modified pop pass, so we're going to see just what he can do. As he approaches the end of the runway, he'll advance the throttles, then midfield, select full afterburners on the GE F101 engines, pull back on the stick, point the nose into the sky. We'll see how high he can get, but we're going to lose him in the clouds right away. But I don't think this will be as aggressive as we saw yesterday because of the reduced visibility and the ceilings that we got.
Here he comes, Robbie. You want to see him? Stand
All right, here we go. Get ready. Power comes up. Look at the vapes. Oh, I like it. Oh, you can feel the ground rumbling with the power of the B-1B. Well, did you folks like that? All right, he's setting up for his landing, and then it's going to be time to get back to some propeller-driven airplanes. And we're talking about Vicki Benzing, who's holding out behind the crowd. Born and raised in California, Vicki has logged nearly 6,000 flight hours. An accomplished pilot, skydiver, aerobatic competitor, and Reno Air Races. She has a passion for everything airborne. While in college, Vicki learned how to skydive. That ignited her passion to fly, and shortly thereafter she earned her pilot's license in an old antique Taylorcraft airplane from the 40s. In her hometown of Watsonville, California, she took some aerobatic instruction from legendary pilot Amelia Reed. Since loved the sport. Her flying career has spanned 30 years. Today she holds a commercial helicopter and an airline transport pilot rating. In addition to her current aerobatic pursuits, check this out, she earned a PhD in chemistry from U.S. Berkeley and has a successful career in the Silicon Valley high-tech industry. She also has been fortunate to be able to fly around the world as a captain on her company's jet stream.
One of us is going to catch her.
Vicki returned to her love of aerobatics and began training with airshow legend Wayne Hanley, one of the finest airshow and aerobatic pilots that has ever lived, and has since competed in international aerobatic competitions throughout the world. In 2006, she won first place in the intermediate category in both the Northwest and the Southwest regional championships. And in 2010, Vicki added to her list of aviation accomplishments and began racing in the National Championship Air Races in Reno. Competing in the sports class, she won her very first race ever and was awarded the Rookie of the Year by her fellow racers. B-1B lands her in from the left for an overhead approach. Call it the overhead. It's the 360 overhead. Standard military approach. Approach the runway that you're going to land on just like this. Then you fly a descending 360-degree circle to line up with the runway again and then touch down on the runway. Here's the B-1B in the 360 overhead approach. Wings are back in a full forward position. As he retards the throttles now, he'll select the proper flap setting and lower the landing gear and be set up for his landing. Back to Vicki for just a second. She flies a modified German-built single-seat Extra 300S. It's a carbon fiber monoplane powered by an experimental high-performance Lycon-built AEI 540 engine. And it's got a very unusual propeller on it. It's called a claw propeller because the tips of the propeller are bent a little bit. So this is a great airplane. It's nimble and it makes it a perfect choice for airshow performances as well as competition aerobatics. See, our bone out there is geared out, ready to land. Fly faster with CenturyLink high-speed internet, local speeds up to 40 megabytes. Now it's the time to score the 5-year price lock. Stop by the CenturyLink tent to find out more. If you are looking for a vehicle, I would advise you to stop by the Cars for Troops booth. Take a look at some of their newest makes and models. You can also enter to win a $300 gas card over there, plus a whole bunch of other prizes. It would be worth your while to stop by the Cars for Troops booth. Since 1982, Anheuser-Busch and partner Olympic Eagle Distributing has invested over $930 million in community based programs to promote responsibility. For more information, visit BeResponsible.com. And Les Schwab, visit the Les Schwab Tire Center's booth and spin the wheel to instantly win prizes.
Yeah, they're all F16. No, those are L-39.
All right, here's our B-1B Lancer. B-1B Lancer on touchdown as the Patriots taxi out. The Patriots Jet Team will be amazed at their beautiful red, white, and blue performance. Here's the touchdown by the Bone. We're going to launch the Patriots Jet Team before Vicki comes in with her performance. She starts from what we call an air start. She's already in the air, holding and ready to go. Just where the wing joins the fuselage. Give you a good opportunity to see that. The DY on the tail from Dyess Air Force Base. And you can see where those wings go back into the fuselage there, just above the engine nacelle. All right, there's number 5, Patriot, lifting off. Number 6 right behind him, and then we'll be ready to go with Vicki. All right, number 6 on the roll here. He'll be off, and then we'll call Vicki in. Look right behind you, ladies and gentlemen, high against the clouds there. Vicki Benzing in her extra 300. Got that nose pointed towards show center as she brings it over. And like I said, we're going to